subscribe to our TV. Remember to turn on the notification button and be part of the DKY family. Thank you.
Well, Andre, yeah, after the game, we saw you guys protesting vehemently, even before the game continued after the goal. What were you guys protesting, and why were you so aggressive with a complaint to the referee?
I don't understand this question, because were you also watching the game? Yeah. So you know what happened? A Ghanaian player was on the floor, right? We had the ball. We had the ball. We put the ball out intentionally because our players on the floor. So what do we do? When the ball is coming, you take the ball, Gabon, you give it back to Ghana. Simple as that. So we are waiting for the ball to come back, but the ball is not coming back. And they play, and that's how they got their only open chance of the game. That is it. So it's very small of them. Very small. I'm disappointed in them. But no problem. We are Ghana. We are going to win the last game and go through. Inshallah.
Last question there on the back.
Hello, my name is Ibrahim. Andre, someone will say, as footballers, you should know the laws of the game. And you know that fair play is not something that is compulsory for the opponent to do. So as players, you should have been ready for the action and not expect that they'll play the ball to you compulsorily. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, when you look at the negatives, as we always do, that's what you say. But I think 99 times the ball is given back. If not, we having the ball, we will not put it out. That is the logic of it. We had the ball, Baba Rahman has the ball, and he's alone. Nobody's pressing him. He can hold the ball, we can go forward, we can do whatever, but he puts the ball out because our player is on the floor. Simple as that.
Thank you, Mr. Dede. Thank you very much, and good evening.
The game was very tough, competitive match. We were leading 1-0, and the game supposed to finish with that result. We already had 3 points in our pockets.
Ali kao i prethodnoj utakmici na kraju nismo bili koncentrisani, jednostavno u prvoj smo izgubili bod, sad smo izgubili 3, tako da u zadnjoj utakmici ćemo juriti to 3. mjesto.
But same as in the first match, lack of concentration in the last 10 minutes, cost us. So after all, we won 1 point, and I believe with the victory in the last match, with additional 3 points, we can go through.
Coach, please, this has been about the 3rd or 4th time since you came in that your team has conceded late goal. First in the World Cup qualifier against Ethiopia, your team conceded a very late goal and it ended in the draw, and the game against Algeria and this one. What is really wrong? Are you not doing your job properly in that regard to make the players aware when the game is ending that anything can happen?
As I said, this lack of concentration in the last minutes, but you have to take into consideration that Gabon team should have given the ball back to us.
Coach, please, this has been about the 3rd or 4th time since you came in that your team has conceded late goal. First in the World Cup qualifier against Ethiopia, your team conceded a very late goal and it ended in the draw, and the game against Algeria and this one. What is really wrong? Are you not doing your job properly in that regard to make the players aware when the game is ending that anything can happen?
As I said, this lack of concentration in the last minutes, but you have to take into consideration that Gabon team should have given the ball back to us, due to the fair play rules. So the lack of concentration of our players, and we ended with conceded this goal. So as I said, we have to stay strong, keep our chins up, and concentrate and give our best in the last match. What to say again? I'm saying we were very close to have the win after this match, but as I said, something related to the fair play directly influenced the result.
ni jedna ekipa nije loša, tako da to su sve slične ekipe i tu su, tako da neigranjem nekih igrača kod njih, neigranjem nekih igrača kod nas, to je to.
And whoever plays for the team, it doesn't make a big difference, It's not only about the names. Look at this competition. Most of the teams are playing very good games, and there is no big difference. You see the results here. So definitely every match is a tough challenge and close competition between two teams. So it's more about the team. Doesn't matter who plays. But for us, the most important thing is that we still have our chances to progress to the next stage. So although this is a bitter experience, but we have to do our best to make this happen. For the AFCON was shortened due to FIFA regulations. The players were allowed to stay in their team, so we didn't have much time to spend with the players. But definitely for us, it's important we are in contention for the World Cup. So as long we have the chance, we are thinking positively, and we are hoping for the best.
Coach, the Ghanaian team came into this tournament with a lot of expectations, obviously. I mean, lots of positive thoughts around from the Ghanaian media, but you've been able to pick up just, I think, a point from 2 games. And going forward, you're playing against the Comoros side that really showed their mettle today against Morocco as well. How do you intend to go into it? And seeing the Saints at the end of the game, how do you intend to motivate your players and galvanize them to get a positive result against Comoros?
Before this competition, nobody considered us as favorites, of course, and many were thinking about Ghana as underdogs. But of course, we always have faith in ourselves and in our players' ability. This is a team that is growing, and we will fight until the last moment every match. So for us, as I said before, it's important that we still have chance, and we are all aware of that. So we will do our best. We will motivate the players. We are all aware how important this is, and we don't want to go home. So we want to stay in the competition, and we will do everything in our power to make it happen.
Ghana. Coach, I would like to ask this. Kamar Din Suleiman, at some point in time in the game, he was the one taking on the Gabon defenders. But unfortunately, in the space of his heat, you took him out of the game. I would want to find out what actually transpired in him.
At one point of the match, it was important to close that area, and that's why I introduced Chiere just to, keep everything under control. After that, Baba got injured, so Pencil went in. Pencil is a similar player as Kamaldeen, so I don't see any problem. This is tactical change, so it's difficult to discuss about that, what would happen if something happened.
Coach, your second stint as Ghana coach has been characterized by late substitutions. We've seen it in quite a number of the games that have been played. Why would you say that your style has been more reactionary instead of proactive?
It depends from the perspective, I don't think substitutions today were late, but as I said, some things happen, and, sometimes it's difficult to control some of the things, but I don't think substitutions were late.
Thank you. Good evening. Coach Milovan, would you agree that after the first game, you were asked about what happened, and you mentioned that, the late substitutions were a problem? In this game, it was quite obvious to anybody watching that certain key players of the Ghana team were very, very tired, and you didn't substitute them again like in the first game after the goal came. Is there a reason you opt to make substitutions after you have conceded goals?
We have the players that we have at our disposal, and when I feel that some changes, as every coach, if I feel that change should be introduced, substitution should be made, I will do so, Sometimes I feel that the player can endure, and that some substitution can make a disruption in the team. So this is every time coach decision, and I have to stay by it.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Dan Kweku Yaboa, Head of Sports, Despite Media. Subscribe to my YouTube page, Dan Kweku Yaboa TV. Remember to turn on the notification button and be part of the DKY